Did you know that it is Financial Literacy Month? April is Financial Literacy Month. And one of the big events, at least in the United States, that happens during April is the filing of our personal taxes. So it's the first deadline for filing our personal taxes. Financial Literacy Month really was derived from Youth Literacy Day that the National Endowment for Financial Education created, and it was actually a high school financial program. Now, I'm not really sure if that program is still alive, and what I can tell and what I've known and what I've heard and what we see often is we don't talk enough about financial literacy. I know that when I was in high school, we learned how to, manage a checkbook, pay for things by check and cash and all of the things, to be able to know how much, if we were earning a certain salary, how much of an apartment, transportation, all the things we need to live. We would practice that in real life, so to speak, with fake money, just so that we understood that when we got a job, we would be able to make better financial decisions. Financial literacy really just composes of six big categories traditionally. That would be earning, spending, saving, investing, borrowing, and protecting. We should understand concepts so that we can practice them in our own lives. So for instance, under earnings, we should really be able to negotiate salaries well, to be able to do research, to know what our skill set is worth as we go to look for a job. That's especially important for women and people of color. It is important for people that are transitioning out of careers. So for instance, I was in the military, and so coming into civilian life, so to speak, I had to make sure that my skills from the military could translate to a job in the private sector, and I needed to be able to research what I could earn based on how my skills translated. We talk about savings. A lot of people don't have much savings. Many people have less than $1,000 saved. And what we really want to do is be able to have 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved, so that if we encounter a disruption in life, anywhere from a job loss to a health diagnosis to maybe getting a divorce, we want to be able to make sure that we can continue on despite not having a primary source of income. We also talk about spending, but we don't talk about it in an intentional and meaningful way. We just say, hey, make sure you're spending less than what you earn, yet we don't really talk about what that means. And then the traditional thought is you should spend a certain amount on housing and a certain amount on transportation. Sounds good in theory until you live in a high cost area, like a very big city like New York, San Francisco, Chicago, LA, or Miami. Those are very expensive places to live. So that's why many people have a primary job and maybe a few part-time or side gigs. So financial literacy is important. In the work that I've been doing over the years, we've actually added one more category, and that is giving. Now, most people think about giving once they die. So they'll plan all their giving as they are, as part of their will and part of their estate. But really, if you practice giving while you're alive, it becomes easier to be generous with your assets when you pass. And we also have a primary belief that when you sow, you grow. Meaning, if I am spending money, however I am spending money on consumer products, I am actually affecting my community by how I spend my money. So if I feel like there are causes that I can contribute $5 a month to help them further their mission, to help unhoused people or foster kids or whatever the cause may be, or even, in your own family, helping out other family members, we do believe that part of your financial literacy education should include giving. Because it's not just how much you make and how you make it, it's how you invest, not just in the stock market and real estate, but in other people to help you build those skills as you go along in life. Now, traditional financial literacy focuses primarily on skills and behaviors. But if you really want to change behavior, you have to find the root cause, what shaped those behaviors in the first place. And that is located in your soul. you have to now develop your soul set. So what is a soul set? Your soul set is your mindset and your motivations that enable you to make different behaviors change or create new behaviors. Because who we are being and becoming shapes all of our behaviors, not just in the area of finances. It is around our health. It's around how we do our job, how we are in relationships, whether it's our significant other, our kids, our other family members, with friends, with coworkers. Who we are really does impact behaviors. So we look at our mindset. Our mindset consists of our thoughts and beliefs. How did we get some of those thoughts? Some of them we got from our family of origin. Some of them we absorbed from environments we've been in, whether it's friends, work, just society at large. What do we believe, especially when it comes to money? How do we get those beliefs? And when we understand that some of the beliefs that we're walking in may no longer serve us, which is why we keep bumping up against obstacles, or we find that we're kind of circling that same issue over and over again, regardless of how much progress we have made in our life, is because sometimes we have to evaluate in our soul who left an imprint on our mind, our thoughts, and our beliefs, so that we now are behaving in a way that is really not true to who we are and true to what we believe at the current present point in time in our life. And then our motivations really is our emotions and our desires and our values, because really what motivates us gets us moving. But if we're constantly renewing our thoughts and really being clear, we can get our emotions in line with our thoughts. So our heart gets in line with our head, so that when we make a purchasing decision, we don't experience regret or remorse. So how can you start working on your soul set? Developing your character as you're increasing and managing increased cash flow with your skill set. Well, we have a mindset, motivation, and math journal. And so this will help you start to become aware and uncover the vision that you have in every area of your life. This journal will also allow you to look at your life through a holistic lens and be able to manage your finances from a place of freedom and not fear. So if you like this video, we would encourage you to like and subscribe to the channel, because having financial literacy and being able to walk out financial behaviors from a whole soul perspective really does help you create financial stability from a place of freedom and not fear.